So today we're going to talk about some of the red flags that may indicate cheating in your relationship. Number one, and this one, it really is pretty obvious. Clients, once they reflected back, they realized that this was not the norm for their partner before the cheating, that there was a clear change in their behavior. Their ex, they guarded their phone. So they did not leave their phone laying around where it could be openly seen. And they forbid you to touch it. Another one is when they turn their notifications off on their phone. So there is no chance of seeing any communication. And again, these changes, they were outside of their previous norm. The second red flag is when there is a change in their behavior in a way that they become defensive about their whereabouts. If previously they were pretty open about their day-to-day, where they were, but there's a shift in this and you notice that they become short or distant in sharing how their day was, and they become defensive. They may say things like, "Why are you asking me all of these questions?" Or "Why do you care where I was?" And if they have nothing to hide, then asking your partner about where they were or how their day was, it's really not a big deal. They wouldn't be bothered by that question. The third red flag is that they are distant with you. You see, when someone cheats and it becomes very difficult for them to be emotionally invested or intimate at the same time as violating their partner's trust. Most people, they simply can't handle the guilt. But in saying that, there are some individuals who have a particular psychology that they do have capacity to artificially be emotionally invested and intimate with you at the same time as they are cheating. So it's not a hard and fast rule, but for the majority of people, the guilt gets to them and they do begin to distance themselves and make space. If your conversations have become more mundane or they are holding back from being affectionate, either verbally or physically, it can be because something else really is going on. These red flags, they are of course not absolute when it comes to cheating. And what we are suggesting here is simply noticing changes in behavior. Changes that you would describe as being outside of their norm. So what do you do if you suspect your partner is cheating? I don't recommend you jump into approaching the topic with your partner immediately, but first, take a moment to reflect. Is the reason that you are suspicious of being cheated on, is it possible that that suspicion may stem from a previous relationship or your own insecurity? So the first step before raising it with your partner is to get really clear on the facts of the situation as well as your own emotions. You want to make really sure this isn't just an oversensitivity on your side, and there really is enough clarity around your doubts about your partner that you're truly ready to talk to them about it. I suggest taking the time to write down and really cultivate awareness and clarity. And it's not only about the situation, but if needed, what you'd actually want to communicate with them directly. Ask yourself these two questions. What are the facts of the situation? What do you know for sure? And what are you feeling and why? If you suspect your partner is cheating in your relationship or you've experienced those red flags, we would love to hear your thoughts. So please comment on this video.